Hi everyone, good evening. This video case study analysis is to show that not all companies who wish to expand their business globally has a successful story. Many have struggled and failed, which resulted in shuttering their stores and coming back to their home country. Even if you are a prime company in the particular business industry, you should not lower your guard down as competition in the world of business is fierce. The company that I will show to you on this presentation is Nordstrom Canada Retail Incorporated. Nordstrom is one among hundreds of companies that entered the Canadian market and later on decided to shut their business from the Canadian market. We will analyze Nordstrom entry into Canada, the challenges they face in retail market, the lessons learned from the missteps, and their impact on the company's expansion strategy. So, who is Nordstrom? Nordstrom Canada Retail Incorporated was the Canadian division of Nordstrom. Nordstrom is an American luxury department store chain headquartered in Seattle, Washington, and founded by John Nordstrom and Carl Wallin in 1901. The luxury department store chain launched in Canada in 2014. Their first Canadian store opened in September 2014 at CF Chinook Centre in Calgary. Subsequently, they added their stores in major Canadian cities like Ottawa, Vancouver, Toronto, Edmonton, Mississauga, and Langley. There are a total of 13 store locations established in Canada before they exited the Canadian market last 2023, and all are closed. Nordstrom enters the Canadian market as a greenfield venture to have a full control of their business. Nordstrom, the American retail giant, made a swift entry into the Canadian market since they are an American brand and had no further regulatory barrier from the Government of Canada, but faced challenges that ultimately led to its closure in the country. Let's explore the factors that contributed to the Nordstrom struggles in Canada. One of the reasons for failing in the Canadian market is market research. Nordstrom didn't anticipate the Canadian market. Insufficient market research led to a misunderstanding of Canadian consumer preferences and shopping habits. The lack of localized insights affected product assortment and pricing strategies. When it comes to premium and luxury sales, Canada ranks one of the lowest in spending within the Western world. Northern didn't consider that very few Canadians wear luxury items as a status symbol, unlike in US. Also, in Canada, retail sales are very seasonal and volatile, which brought hard time with North. Another factor that contributed to the downfall of Nordstrom Canada is their supply chain. The company failed to manage its supply chain, which caused delays in product deliveries and resulted in empty shelves in their stores. This leads to customer dissatisfaction experience. To be added, the brand perception. Nordstrom failure to adapt the Canadian market led to mismatched brand perception, but instead of analyzing the consumer's wants and target audience of the Canadian consumers, they focus on rapid expansion. Nordstrom follows the path of what they have done in the US, which they assume it will work in the Canadian market as well. Nordstrom perhaps overestimated the power of Canadian consumer market. In Canada, there is less retail here, but it's not because Canada want or need more retail. It's because Canadian consumers simply don't spend as much as US consumers. Another thing, Nordstrom didn't focus on the competitive landscape, like pricing strategy, which combined luxury items with more affordable products, which did not resonate with Canadian consumers who preferred more straightforward pricing models. Nordstrom didn't consider the demographic data of wealthy people in Canada since they are selling luxury items. The company underestimated the importance of understanding the Canadian market and failed to adapt the unique needs and preferences of Canadian consumers. Although Nordstrom failed to sustain their business in Canada, their competitor Hudson Bay still secures their competitiveness in the Canadian market. Factors influencing HBC's position in the industry. Rivalry among existing players. HBC operates in a competitive retail landscape, facing rivalry from other department stores, luxury retailers, and online platforms. The threat of new entrants. The retail industry attracts new entrants due to changing consumer preferences and technological advancements. HBC's established brand, real estate holdings, and customer loyalty act as barrier to entry. However, HBC maintains vigilance to prevent disruptive newcomers from gaining traction. The bargaining power of buyers. HBC's success depends on understanding customer needs, offering value, and maintaining strong relationships. Loyalty programs, personalized services, and competitive pricing are essential to retain buyers. The bargaining power of suppliers. Suppliers influence HBC's operations, product quality, and cost. HBC's scale and reputation allow it to negotiate favorable terms with suppliers, maintaining strategic partnerships and supply chain management among their suppliers. The threat of substitute products. Substitutes exist in various forms, including online retailers, specialty stores, and alternative shopping channels. HBC's diverse product offering and unique value proposition help mitigate the impact of substitutes. So, if I were the CEO, I would strategically navigate the company's future by considering various aspects like digital transformation through omnichannel integration, seamlessly integrate online and offline channels to provide a unified shopping experience since the company already has an e-commerce website. Marketing and branding. Through brand reinforcement, strengthen Nordstrom brand, identify through targeted marketing campaigns, local relevance, tailored marketing efforts to resonate with Canadian consumers. Financial prudence through cost optimization. They can evaluate operational costs, renegotiate leases, and streamline the process. Profitability metrics. Monitor financial performance closely and adapt strategies accordingly. So, what should I recommend? The company should emphasize the importance of thorough market research, adaptation to local preferences, and understanding the competitive landscape. Maintain the stores which are sales generators, like the Vancouver store, which is strong and generating a 300 million range annually, and the CF Toronto Eaton Center location, which is selling more than 100 million annually. The company can exploit e-commerce while maintaining a few physical stores, which are sales generators. They may perhaps notice that more and more customers are shopping online. With this, it can focus on expanding its e-commerce platforms, or it can use it to sell its products in e-commerce marketplaces as well, rather than expanding the business by establishing physical stores. So, never scale too quickly without understanding the Canadian customers' diverse preferences, as just like what happened. Other stores became collateral damage. They build more and more stores, but they are not sales generator. So what is the use of gaining from other stores while you are losing from another store? So this end up of my presentation. Thank you. And disclaimer, the information shown on this presentation belongs to the rightful researchers and authors. So credits to the website which I gained the information with are the retailinsider.com, CBC News, CTV News, Statista, and Bapro.com. Thank you once again.